Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Welcome to Godher-It's a new day, and I am your host, Godisang. And today, I just popped in to encourage you and to let you know that you are not always going to feel like doing the work. You are not always going to feel like being responsible. You're not always going to feel like working on those gifts and developing those gifts. A couple of years ago, I founded a non-profit organization by the name of Tevita Foundation, and the aim was to be an encouragement to orphans and to be an encouragement to the homeless, basically young people that live on the streets. So what we started doing is we started cooking meals every Friday and, giving food to the homeless. Now, to be frank with you, I'm being very sincere when I tell you that you're not always gonna feel like it. Some Fridays I'd wake up in the morning and be like, oh, do I have to be responsible today? Do I have to do this? But then you remember why it's important to do what you need to do. You remember that no one ever built anything without discipline and without dedication. And I would rise up and I'd start preparing the meals. I'd start, doing what I have to do, cooking and getting ready. And it's been about plus minus 9 years that we've been doing this work. And you can never build anything if you don't have discipline. So I just popped in here to tell you that yes, you're not always going to feel like being responsible. You're not always going to feel like doing what you need to do. But there are three things that will help you, to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And the first thing is to remember why you started. To remember the importance of manifesting your gifts. Why do you need to do what you need to do? Why is it important that I put in the work? That's the first thing. Your why will always give you confidence and it will always encourage you to keep going, especially when you don't feel like it. And the second thing is that you have to remember that your gift is for the benefit of others as well. As much as it benefits you, you might be able to make a profit from your gift financially and otherwise. But the main thing to remember is that your gift is for others. Now, when I would remember that, oh my gosh, there are people that they know that Friday morning they get a warm meal and then I don't pitch just because I don't feel like it. That's a bit unfair because there are people that are waiting on this gift, right? So it's important to remind yourself that there are people that are waiting to benefit from your gift. And the last thing that I would encourage you by saying is that remember that you will have to account for these gifts. And it's important, Dr. Miles Monroe used to love saying that he wants to die empty. So it's very important to remember that these gifts are to be manifested right here on earth. And there's a goal, and the goal is to die empty. The goal is to be able to manifest all these gifts and use all these talents and multiply them if you can while you're here on earth, because there'll come a time, the Bible says you must work while it's day, because night comes, night cometh when no man can work. So while we still have breath, while we still have strength, while the grace is there, manifest these gifts. I know that some days are just like some days are so tough, like you just don't feel like it. Like I got up, today I had a lot to do this morning and I had scheduled filming for like much earlier in the day, but the day just ran with me because there were like other impromptu things that I had to attend to, and I was like, but I'm justified to rest and film on another day. And then I remembered, like, no one ever builds anything without discipline and without dedication. Listen, your girl gathered herself up, I gathered myself up, and I was like, okay, let me just go do what I need to do, because at the end of the day, y'all, you don't get rewarded for sitting down. And there are people that are waiting on your gift. There are people that need to benefit from your gift, because there's someone that's literally just hanging on by a little thread, just waiting for that gift that you carry to give them life and to tell them that tomorrow is a better day. So I just came here to remind you that you're not always going to feel like it, and it's okay if you don't feel like it. But we don't work by emotions, right? We don't build anything because we feel like it. Some days the reality is that you're going to have dips emotionally. Some days are harder than others, but we keep on pushing. We keep on pushing ourselves. You reach within yourself and you find that strength to keep on going and to keep on working. Remember, we have to be disciplined. We have to be dedicated. And like we said in the previous video, you've got to be willing to do the work. This is Godher-Its signing out from Godher. It's a new day. Thank you for joining me. Ciao.